I am Tony Galvez from Road Trip Spain and Portugal, where we help you plan the perfect trip with practical information and insider tips. Today we are going to talk about the things you should do if you visit the city of Malaga, and at the end of the video we will share our take on how many days we feel you should dedicate to the city. For those unfamiliar, Malaga is in the region of Andalusia in the southern coast of Spain, located between the mountains and the sea. You could fly to Malaga. Its airport lies to the west of the city, or you could arrive by high-speed train at Maria Zambrano railway station. If you arrive by bus, you will do so at the coach station next to the railway station. Both are close to the city center. Let's have a look in the map at the location of the places we're going to talk about in the video. As you will realize, they are all in or very near Malaga city center. A good starting point for your visit to Malaga is its tourist office. Its main unit is in the center of the city. It's not only an unmissable sight. The Castillo de Gibralfaro Castle offers a splendid introduction to the city of Malaga. Make the most of the online audio guide made available by the castle to guide you through the domains of the 14th century castle you're about to visit. If you've never been to a castle, you're going to have a great time walking on top of the castle walls, enjoying beautiful views of Malaga while doing so. There is a very nice cafe where you can stop for a quick rest if you want to do so before you finish your visit. Once the visit is over, it's time to go down to Malaga city center. While you walk down the path, you will see several viewpoints along the way with superb views of the city. It is quite a steep descent. You will see people struggling to walk uphill. Going down is easy, going up is quite a different matter. There is no need for you to exhaust yourself on the way up to the castle. Bus line 35, running through the center of Malaga, will comfortably take you to the top of the castle hill. So follow our advice: upwards by bus, downwards on foot. A final tip, you need to pay to visit the castle. You will be able to purchase a combined ticket including the castle and the Alcazaba, and more on it shortly. Get the combined ticket, you will save some money. We feel it's a good idea to go up to the castle first thing in Malaga, as it will help you understand better the layout of the city. The second point of interest in Malaga is yet another fortress, the Alcazaba. This time it is a fortification of Arab origin. If the reference helps, you could say it is a miniature version of the Alhambra of Granada, combining a fortress and a palace on a hill over the city. The walk taking you up to the top of the Alcazaba is quite interesting. At times, you get the impression you're walking into a maze. Corridors, doors, walls all lead gently and slowly to the finest part of the complex. Along the way, you will find gardens, fountains and water, giving a very distinct flavor to the Alcazaba. Piece of advice, you can walk up the entire way to the top of the Alcazaba, or you could take an elevator leading you directly to the very same place. The entrance to the elevator can be found behind the city hall. The Alcazaba is a beautiful place, but it is important you do not approach it as if you were visiting the Alhambra. It is not as beautiful and it is not as richly decorated as the Granada Jewel, but even so, it's worth the visit. Malaga's Roman theatre lies at the foot of the Alcazaba. It is the most important archaeological remain from Malaga, the old Roman city of Malaga. It was built during the time of Emperor Augustus in the 1st century AD. There is a small information center next to the theatre. Access is free, and through the small museum you can reach the ruins of the theatre. Many people just watch the theatre from the square right in front. Make the most of the fact that the entrance to the theatre is free and watch it from a closer distance. Cathedral of Nuestra Señora de la Encarnación is an imposing presence in the center of Malaga. It is a Renaissance church finished in the 18th century. kind of completed as it is an unfinished temple. You will see there is one tower missing, the tower to the right of the main facade. To be honest with you, we've more than filled our share of visits to cathedrals in Spain, and we didn't go visit Malaga's cathedral. If you like to visit the cathedral of all the cities you go to, by all means, go ahead and purchase the tickets. The Atarazanas Central Market, or Mercado de Atarazanas, built on the second half of the 19th century, provides a wonderful Malaga experience. It has two very different entrances. On one side of the building, a Moorish style gate. On the other side, glass and iron on a wonderful design that evokes the existence of the shipyard, known as Atarazanas, that gives its name to the market. You will see quite a lot of tourists at the market, but thankfully it is very much a local market where people from Malaga go to buy. Over the last decade, Malaga has become the main European producer of exotic fruits like avocado or mango. You will see many of them on display at the market stalls. The Marqués de Larios Street, or simply Larios Street, Calle Larios in Spanish, is quite probably the most famous street in Malaga. Its name pays homage to a 19th century aristocrat. It is a pedestrian street full of shops. On its final end, you will find the Constitution Square, another important point in the center of Malaga. Calle Larios is known across Spain for its Christmas decorations. In the weeks leading to Christmas, the entire street is lit up in a spectacular fashion. But Malaga city center goes beyond Calle Larios. It contains an endless ensemble of streets of all kinds and sizes, going in all directions, where getting lost becomes a pleasure. Casa Consistorial Malaga City Hall is a neo-Baroque building from the 20th century. To one side of the building you will find the charming gardens of Pedro Luis Alonso, and right in front of the City Hall you will see the Parque de Málaga, a Mediterranean garden built on land reclaimed from the sea. At one time or another during your stay in Malaga you are likely to cross through the Parque de Málaga. Make sure you enjoy it. Muelle Uno, Pier One in Spanish, is an open-air commercial and leisure center. It was opened in 2011 and it occupies part of the port of Malaga. It is a very pleasant region of the city at any time of the day, and even more so when the night falls. The final end of Muelle Uno you will see the unmistakable silhouette of La Farola, the name given to the most famous Malaga lighthouse, a true icon of the city. Malaga City has 14 kilometers of beaches, truly appreciated by locals. Regardless of the time of the year, there will always be people at the beach, but they look their best during the summer months. La Malagueta is the beach closest to the center of Malaga and one of the most popular. All beaches have good infrastructure, and it is there where you will find the famous Malaga chiringuitos, the beach bars. Even if you are not visiting Malaga for the beaches, take the opportunity to have a look at the Malagueta Beach for a quick contact with a part of the city that is very dear to many inhabitants of Malaga. In recent times, Malaga has built a solid reputation as a museum destination, and not without reason. Let's have a quick look at some of the most important museums in Malaga. They are all in or near the center of the city. let's finish the video by talking about food. Malaga's culinary tradition is strongly dominated by products coming from the sea, whether fish or seafood. During the summer season, when you walk along the beach, you will see the charcoal where the most iconic Malaga dish is prepared, the espeto de sardinas, charcoal sardines on a skewer. You will be able to try the sardines on the beach bars along the beaches, or in a very interesting place we want to recommend, El Tintero. It's not in the center of Malaga, it's rather quite far from it, but with bus line 11, it's quite easy to reach. El Tintero is a curious restaurant. What defines the price of the food is the type of dish it is served on. You can order from the menu or do what locals do, follow the movement of the waiters. They come from the kitchen with plates full of delicacies, shouting out loud the names of the plates. If you are interested on a plate, just let the waiter know and he will land the plate on your table.
El arroz, paellita, la plancha, la plancha familiar, la plancha,
The second food-related place in Malaga you should know is El Pimpi, a bar in the center of the city, very close to the Alcazaba and the Roman theatre. It is Malaga's most famous taberna. Yes, it will probably be full with tourists, but even so, it is worth a visit. People from Malaga also visit El Pimpi. Its interior, it's an endless maze of corridors and rooms. It also has a great open-air terrace in front of the building. With El Pimpi, we put an end to our walk through Malaga. With so many things to do, you must be wondering how much time should I dedicate to Malaga. Our recommendation is to set aside 2 or 3 nights in the city. It will depend to a great extent on your intention to visit museums. The more museums you plan to know, the longer you will need to stay in Malaga. We hope you liked Malaga. If you have any questions for us, use the commentary box below. We'll be delighted to help. If you liked the video, smash the thumbs up. Thanks a lot. We'll see you soon on another video with tips for a road trip in Spain or Portugal. Até mais, hasta la próxima, see you soon.